Learn English to Gujarati connectors, although,
जो के,
and more. Welcome, brave connector explorer. Today you are learning Gujarati linking words that make you sound smart, precise, and slightly suspicious of bad logic. Do not worry, I will keep it fun, and no formal grammar monster is allowed to bite you. Imagine you are entering the grand palace of tiny but powerful words. At the gate stands the first hero, although, which in Gujarati is
जो के,
Yes, it sounds like English joke, but sadly it does not mean a comedian with bad timing. It means although. Then comes provided that.
सो फर्न,
And also the more formal provided that phrase.
आ शर्ते के,
Next, the careful thinker enters, insofar as.
ज्या सुधी के,
Then the dramatic explainer bursts in with especially since.
खास करीने कारण के,
We also meet whereby.
ज्या द्वारा,
Plus the formal courtroom giant under the premise that.
ए धारणा हेठळ के,
Buckle up. Your brain is about to become elegantly conditional. First stop, although. Let us warm up with the most useful rebel in the group. This word says, yes, there was a problem, but we continued anyway. Although in Gujarati is.
जो के,
Example. Although it was raining, we went outside. In Gujarati.
जो के,
Varasada Padi Rayo Hato, Aim Bahara Gaya. Another one. She smiled although she was tired. You can remember the feeling, tired face, heroic smile, and the word.
जो के,
Marching in like a tiny motivational speaker. Funny memory trick. If someone tells a terrible joke, you might still laugh. So think, bad joke, but still laughter. That stubborn contrast helps you remember.
जो के,
Mini dialogue. A. This grammar looks scary. B.
जो के,
We will try anyway. Excellent. That is the spirit of both language learning and surviving furniture assembly. The Condition Club. Now we enter the land of rules, promises, and people who love saying yes with a footnote. Conditional connectors are perfect for sounding precise. One form for, provided that, is.
सो फर्न,
Example. I will go provided that it does not rain. In Gujarati, hum jaisa.
सो फर्न,
Varasada na paid. Another important and more natural formal phrase is, provided that, as.
आ शरते के,
Example.
હું સહમત છું, આ શરતે કે તમે કાલે મદદ કરો,
Think of.
આ શરતે કે,
As the phrase used by a manager, a king, or a cat who agrees to cooperate only if snacks are included. Mini dialogue. A. Can I borrow the car? B. Yes.
આ શરતે કે,
You bring it back by 6. Language lesson and life lesson. Always ask about the condition. Quick comparison.
સો ફર્ન,
Means provided that, and.
આ શરતે કે,
Also means provided that or on condition that. One sounds like a direct borrowed form style item, the other feels more clearly Gujarati and formal. Agreeing, but only to a point. Sometimes you do not want to say a full yes. You want a careful, elegant, lawyer-approved half yes. That is where insofar as comes in.
જ્યા સુધી કે,
It means, to the extent that, or, insofar as. Example. I agree insofar as the plan stays realistic. In Gujarati, hum.
જ્યા સુધી કે,
Yojana Vastavika Rehi Che, Tayam Sudi Sahamata Chum. This phrase is perfect when you want to sound thoughtful instead of wildly enthusiastic. Imagine a cat saying, I support this bath.
જ્યા સુધી કે,
The water remains imaginary. That, dear listener, is both grammar and wisdom. The extra reason spotlight. Now let us add emphasis. Not just a reason, but the reason wearing a glittering cape. Especially since becomes.
ખાસ કરીને કારણ કે,
Example. I stayed home, especially since it started raining. In Gujarati.
હું ઘરે રહ્યો, ખાસ કરીને કારણ કે વરસાદ શરૂ થયો.
Use this when one reason deserves a spotlight. Not just because, but especially because. It is the VIP lane of explanation. Mini dialogue. A. Why did you cancel the picnic? B.
ખાસ કરીને કારણ કે,
The weather got worse. Also because the sandwiches looked emotionally fragile. How things happen. This next word is for explaining a method, a system, or a process. It sounds serious, but we can still make it weird in a memorable way. Whereby in Gujarati is
જ્યા દ્વારા.
Example. This is the method whereby we solve the problem. In Gujarati, Ai Rita Che.
જ્યા દ્વારા.
Apain Samasya Ukali Chi. Think of a machine with labeled arrows, pipes, spinning gears, and one very proud engineer saying,
જ્યા દ્વારા.
one action causes the next. If you can imagine a toaster explaining physics, you will remember this word forever. Formal mode, courtroom Gujarati. Take a deep breath. You are now entering elegant, formal language territory. Sit up straight. Pretend you are holding a file and wearing impressive glasses. Under the premise that, becomes.
એ ધારણા હેઠળ કે.
This phrase is used when something proceeds based on an assumption. Example. We can continue under the premise that everyone agrees. In Gujarati, aim.
એ ધારણા હેઠળ કે.
Badam Samata Che, Agala Vadi Seki Chi. It sounds formal because it is formal. This is not the phrase you use to ask for more chutney. This is the phrase you use in a meeting, a report, a debate, or when you want to sound like you charge by the hour. Tiny story with giant logic. Let us put the words into one playful story so your memory can stick them together. Stories help words stop floating around like confused socks in a dryer. A professor planned a picnic.
જો કે.
The sky looked dark, he packed snacks anyway. He said they would go.
સોફર્ન.
The rain stayed away, and also.
આ શરતે કે.
Every student brought an umbrella. One cautious student replied, I agree.
જ્યા સુધી કે.
The plan remains realistic. Another added, we should probably stay near the bus stop.
ખાસ કરીને કારણ કે.
The clouds look angry. Then the science student explained a device.
જ્યા દ્વારા.
Wet shoes could be dried in 10 minutes. Finally, the professor declared.
એ ધારણા હેઠળ કે.
The weather report is correct, we proceed. The weather report was not correct. But the snacks were excellent. And honestly, that is still educational. Quick ear training quiz. Now it is your turn. I ask, you answer in your head or out loud. If you answer confidently, you may award yourself imaginary applause. What is, although, in Gujarati?
જો કે.
What is, provided that, in Gujarati?
સોફર્ન.
What is the formal phrase, provided that, or, on condition that?
આ શરતે કે.
What is, insofar as?
જ્યા સુધી કે.
What is, especially since?
ખાસ કરીને કારણ કે.
What is, whereby?
જ્યા દ્વારા.
What is, under the premise that?
એ ધારણા હેઠળ કે.
Friendly conclusion. You made it through a whole squad of advanced connectors, and that is no small thing. Your brain has done excellent work today, even if it is now asking for tea. Today you practiced although.
જો કે.
Provided that.
સોફર્ન.
Insofar as.
જ્યા સુધી કે.
Especially since.
ખાસ કરીને કારણ કે.
Whereby.
જ્યા દ્વારા.
Under the premise that.
એ ધારણા હેઠળ કે.
And provided that.
આ શરતે કે.
Thank you for learning with me. Keep practicing these phrases out loud, use them in tiny sentences, and come back to repeat them tomorrow. Bit by bit, your Gujarati will grow stronger, clearer, and much more stylish.